Determine the number of solutions and solve for the variable. We're going to keep the left side and the right side of our equal sign separate. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So looking at the left side, we first need to deal with the parentheses. This tells us we have the distributive property. So 5 will be distributed to the negative n, and then it will go to the positive 1. So that means we have 5 times negative n and 5 times a positive 1. The 3 we just bring down, we're leaving it alone for now. So that tells us we have 3 plus 5 times negative n is negative 5n, and 5 times 1 is positive 5. That's equal to, on the right side, we have a variable term, a constant term, variable term, and a constant term. So we're going to rewrite with the variable terms together, 8n minus n, and the constant terms together, negative 9 plus 8. So if we have 8n and we take 1n away, we're left with 7n. And if we have negative 9, but we add 8, we have a negative 1. We need to combine our like terms on the left side as well. We have 3 and 5. 3 plus 5, that makes 8. And then we have just one variable term, our negative 5n, so we're just going to bring that down. So we now have 8 minus 5n equals 7n minus 1. We have a constant term, a variable term, and that's equal to a variable term and a constant term. We need to have a variable term equals a constant term. That way we will have our n equaling some value. Before we get to that, we should determine the number of solutions. So on the left side we have a negative 5n, and on the right side we have 7n. Our variable terms are different, which means there will be one solution. To find that one value of n that will make this equation true or balanced, I'm going to move the 5n's to the right to be with the 7n's. I do that by taking the inverse. It's a negative 5n, so I'm going to add 5n. I added 5n to the left, so I add 5n to the right. So 5n take away 5n is now gone. On the left side, I'm left with 8. That's equal to 7n plus 5n is 12n, and I bring negative 1 down. I have a constant term equaling a variable term and a constant term. I need to get my variable term alone, so I'm going to add 1 to both sides. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 equals 12n, and 1 take away 1 is gone. Now that I have 12n equals 9, 12n means 12 times n, so I'm going to divide both sides by 12. 12 divided by 12 is 1, so I'm left with 1n. That's equal 9/12, but I can simplify by 3's. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So n, or 1n, is equal to 3/4.